This jock sniffer, Bruce Mitchell, from PW Torch. It's some sports magazine and podcast. He's also a school teacher. He admits that there's a policy against self-defense, that if the kids defend themselves or stand up to bullies, they'll be in trouble and they'll be punished. Then he goes on to admit to undermining what the parents teach the children by saying, we don't care what your parents teach you about self-defense. You're going to be punished if you do it. And then this is what they teach the kids, this is what he tells us. They want the kids to walk around with their hands up in the air if they're being bullied. And he gives them code words and body language. So don't stand up for yourself. We're going to give you nonverbal communication, body language, and putting your hand up in the air. I mean, this guy's just totally nuts.
And I have this conversation so many times in my life. Your parents may tell you, stand up for yourself, and if someone hits you, hit them back. And I understand that, and they're trying to protect you, and they're trying to get you to grow up to be self-reliant, and I understand that. But in my classroom and in this school, if you hit somebody, whether you hit them back and you hit them first, you get the same consequence. And I tell them, you need to know that, and if you're willing to get that consequence, if you're willing to get in trouble, then I'm going to give you that consequence, and I'll understand it. But don't tell me, that person hit me first, and my mama said it's okay. It's okay with your mother, but it's not okay in the school culture. It's not okay in my classroom. It's not okay there. But anyway, that you can, and that you say, we give them code words to say. We give them body language to use, including putting your hand up and walking away. And we tell them you are valuable, and that person, we will deal with that, and we do. And that we also train them when you see, and I'm very much about this, when you see a younger student being bullied, you don't just go on with it. You know that's wrong. You seek first to understand that child, that little kid, and how they're feeling, and
this guy's ridiculous. So put your hand up in the air and walk around and shout out code words. That's how you deal with bullies. And then he said, when you see someone getting bullied, first try to feel how that person is feeling. So understand the victim, but whatever you do, don't stand up to the bully or you'll be punished. And how do schools punish the kids? They isolate them. They put them in detention away from the other kids, or they make them stay after school. So now let's listen to what this psycho says about bullies who isolate their victims. This guy's nuts.
And the bully that works in isolation, in other words, they take their victim and isolate the victim from everybody else, is the bully that does the most damage. And so what we teach students is you have friends, you have adults who care about you, you have family members that are here, and we stand up for you, and you don't do this alone. And when a bully comes to you, you go find the people in the institution, in other words, the teacher, in other words, the custodian, the people in the office, the social worker, the guidance counselor. You talk to your parents call us, and we come in.
Just don't defend yourself. Put your hand up in the air, shout out some code words, walk away, and go snitch. But whatever you do, don't use self-defense, or else you'll be punished. What a psycho. I guess it's just every government employee that thinks this way. And, I mean, that's just the mentality, and this is what they do in the schools. This is how they teach. This is what it is, conformity, obey. Don't practice self-defense. I mean, that's what they teach. That's what school's all about. Sit in your chair 8 hours a day.
They want benign indifference. They want us drugged. We could be pets. We could be food. But all we really are is livestock.